Do you really know your son? Yes, your son, your daughter. Do you really know them very well? Because my experience as a sitting class teacher for many years actually opened my eyes to the fact that about 60% of parents do not actually know their children. 60% of parents will claim that they know their kids, they are present in the life of their kids, blah, blah. I'm talking about teenagers now. I'm talking about kids between the ages of 10, 12, 13, 14. I put it to you that you do not know them very well. As a sitting teacher, sometimes in class, I pretend, I form to be busy writing, busy doing something else. And in doing that, I keep my eyes on them. And that's when you begin to see them display, when they feel an adult is not watching, especially the one with some very gentle or peace loving. She doesn't look for trouble. Even the mother will tell you, she's very shy. She doesn't live. Just act as if you are not watching, and you'll be shocked at what you will see. It's fine. It is fine, because I always encourage children to interact with one another, to play with one another, to talk to one another. But I tell you, most times you get to see that sometimes they have double personality. At home, they form all good. They don't want to offend mommy. They don't want to offend daddy. They don't want to they don't want to disappoint you. They want to behave well and keep a good front. Also in class, when the teacher is teaching or watching, they also want to form a good front. But sometimes, because most times I stay in the class with them for almost 8 hours, or from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. So sometimes they forget themselves. They sometimes forget that the teacher is watching. That's when you begin to hear all sorts. They say all sorts. They do all sorts that will shock you. Now, the essence of saying this is not to come and expose any child or to condemn any child. I actually love it, because it helps me to give a detailed report of each child whenever I have the opportunity to see their parents. And when I see their parents, some of them agree with me, and some of them were like, no, my child cannot do this. I want to say, in my own class, once you commit any offense, or once you have done something really wrong or questionable, I make you write a report. Give me a detailed report on a sheet of paper. Give an account of what happened. I get a report from whoever is the main character in the incidents. I get a report from witnesses around. I get a report from other friends and the class captain, or from people who witnessed the event. And I keep it. Sometimes they think, oh, I will go and submit it to the vice principal or to the principal, and they will be sent on suspension. No, that one is for my personal record. And when it's time for me to meet with their parents, and I tell you verbally that your child is this, and this, and you want to argue, and of course, most times they argue, I just bring out the report. I give them to read. After reading, one or two sometimes still want to argue. Then I call in the main witness. The essence of me always doing that has never been to destroy the child. It has only been for a way of me exposing and letting the parents know the other side of the child, so that both of us can collaborate to help this child overcome whatever it is the teacher has noticed that might be a threat in future. So the essence of this video this morning is to beg you parents that when you go to your children's school, try as much as possible to collaborate with your child's teacher, your children's teacher. Collaborate with them. Ask them questions. When the school calls for meetings, please go. When you go, have this open heart. Because what you are going to discuss is still about your child. Nobody wants to deliberately lie against your child or put your child in any trouble. We are all there to achieve the same thing, to get the best out of the child. Do you understand? To help the child become a responsible adult. So no teacher deliberately picks on a particular child because he or she hates the child. No. I don't know about others, but let me speak for myself. As a teacher, I believe that every child that has been placed under my care has been given to me by God, and it is my responsibility to get the best out of the child. So sometimes I go the extra mile to try and see what I can do to help this child get better. And whenever I see anything that looks suspicious, alarming, or something that needs to be tackled, I always call the parents to say, this and this are the things I have seen. These are the things your daughter or your son has done. Please call this child, talk to the child, or if the child needs professional help, please try and get it for the child, And most times, I'm always happy when I speak with parents and some hears. Not everybody listens to me, some are still in denial. There was a time I met a particular parent, and I even asked the parent, how did the child enter this school? Because that particular school, for you to get the admission, you must be above average. You must be brilliant. I said, how did this child get this admission to the school? Did the child write the entrance exam? Did he do it himself? She felt very embarrassed. And, she even reported me to the principal. But when I got back, I was called, I was summoned. When I went to the principal and explained myself that this child cannot even write. The child cannot even copy notes. The child doesn't even understand what he feels disconnected. And I feel there's a fundamental problem. That was when she opened up that, yes, he has been diagnosed of having, is it dyslexia or something? I can't remember now. But she eventually accepted when I brought out facts. So when a teacher calls you to the side to say, this and these are the things I've noticed about the child, please, it is not born out of hate. It is not because they want to water down your effort or because they want to label your child. They have noticed something that needs to be fixed. Don't forget, we teachers, we see several children. Do you understand? We see all sorts of children. We can tell you the ones that are really intelligent, the ones that are above average, the ones that are struggling. So when we call you to tell you this and these are the things that we have noticed about this child based on the child's character or behavior or attitude in class,